finally connecting with my microphone. Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD, and welcome to the Wurth 400 at Texas Motor Speedway. Race, what number are we on now? 11 of 36 for the NASCAR NASCAR Cup Series in 2026. We're at Texas Motor Speedway, one of the most treacherous short tracks around. And, I mean, but this weekend has seen the upper lanes finally working. Here's hoping we get more of that today. Even though the Cup Series cars, once they get loose, they can tend to get really loose. And I just need to make sure I sound right, so I'm going to quickly... it's working. It sounds like it's working fine. Well, so much for that, for testing that thing. Okay, now it should be plugged in. So I wonder how that will affect the volume here. So I gotta check that again. Oh, sounds pretty good. Okay. That's what's important. So, right. So now I'm just waiting for the. What the hell? Okay, I just gotta reload the thing. There we go.
You're right on the edge all the time, and that's why the edge of every one of these seats is going to be packed here today. Hi, everybody. Mike Joy with Clint Boyer, Kevin Harvick to break it all down for you. Yesterday, we had the fastest pole speed of any track we've been to all year. But here, we see a lot of those single-car spins and incidents like Bubba Wallace had yesterday. So I would say, cinch those belts up tight because it's going to be a bumpy ride.
It is going to be a bumpy ride, and it is rough through turns 3 and 4. You run that second groove, you better have that car pointed in the right direction over that bump, because if not, you're going to spin out. Well, guess what? The other end's flatter, it's smoother, and if you don't have the car underneath you, it's just going to spin out down there too, because it's just a really, really difficult place to get the balance of the race car right. Drivers are on edge, uncomfortable, and that makes it fun for us to watch.
Certainly seen a lot of chaos here, a lot of people having trouble all by themselves, and you don't have to look any further than what we saw with Bubba Wallace yesterday in practice. All by himself, car comes out from underneath of him in 1 and 2. That baby came out, spun out, hit the wall, back to a backup car for the race, and it can happen that fast, folks, especially when you're mired in traffic and dirty air, Kevin.
Yeah, and that's going to be the name of the game today. Try to keep that track position, but you just don't know when the cautions are going to come out. Last year we had a ton of cautions, mixed the strategy up, and that makes it really difficult for the crew chiefs to understand what's the right call, because they don't really know.
Well, Toyota has half of the top 10 in qualifying, but Chevrolet shares the front row. Chris Buescher in a Ford in row 2, and Kyle Busch with a new crew chief at RCR, Andy Street, has qualified in the 6th position. Do either the Chevys or the Fords have something for those Toyotas today?
I was really interested in Christopher Bell's comments earlier that if it came down to a short run, he didn't know what they had, but he felt good on the long run.
Yeah, and I think you got to look at Kyle Larson. He's the one that's led laps and been able to get closer to Toyotas, so keep an eye on him.
Well, best national anthem of the year as far as I'm concerned. Let's go trackside.
And now, here to say the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome vocalist and bassist for the thrash metal band Slayer, who will be headlining Sick New World on October 24th, right here at Texas Motor Speedway, Tom Araya. Drivers, start your engine!
That's a command. And with that, 38 driver is ready to hit the track.
Got any thrash metal on your playlist? You know, some Metallica, some Megadeth, some Anthrax, some Slayer? How about that?
So,
Carson Hocevar and Daniel Suarez in those Chevrolets from Spire are set to lead them to green here in Texas.
All right, time to go over today's starting lineup. Starting 38th, driving the number 3, Bass Pro Shops, Winchester, AA White Flyer Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. 36 years old from Welcome, North Carolina, Austin Dillon. Starting 37th, driving the number 23, Chumba Casino Toyota for 2311 Racing. 32 years old from Mobile, Alabama, Bubba Wallace. Starting 36th, driving the number 66, Cooper and Hunter Ford for Garage 66. 31 years old from Knoxville, Tennessee, Chad Fincham. Starting 35th, driving the number 10, Grizzly Nicotine Pouches Chevrolet for Colleague Racing. 34 years old from Welcome, North Carolina, Ty Dillon. Starting 34th, driving the number 38, Speedy Cash Ford for Front Row Motorsports. 26 years old from Huntington Beach, California, Zane Smith. Starting 33rd, driving the number 42, Dollar Tree Toyota for Legacy Motor Club. 28 years old from Mooresville, North Carolina, John Hunter Nemechek. Starting 32nd, driving the number 34, Love's Travel Stops Ford for Front Row Motorsports. 25 years old from Cheryl's Ford, North Carolina, Todd Gilliland. Starting 31st, driving the number 12, Menards Knopf Ford for Team Penske. 32 years old from High Point, North Carolina, Ryan Blaney. Starting 30th, driving the number 97, Superfile Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing. 36 years old from Auckland, New Zealand, Shane Van Gisbergen. Starting 29th, driving the number 51, Parts Plus, Costa Oil Ford for Haas Fact. No, it's wrong. Yeah, for Rick Ware Racing. Chevrolet for Rick Ware Racing. 30 years old from Greensboro, North Carolina, Cody Ware. 51. Starting 28th, driving the number 4, Rush Truck Centers Ford for Front Row Motorsports. 27 years old from Las Vegas, Nevada, Noah Gregson. Starting 27th, driving the number 41, HaasTooling.com, Andy's Frozen Custard Ford, Chevrolet for Haas Factory Team. 28 years old from Ladera Ranch, California, Cole Custer. Starting 26th, driving the number 16, Celsia Chevrolet for Colleague Racing. 44 years old from Los Gatos, California, A.J. Allmendinger. Starting 25th, driving the number 6, Bodyguard by Fastenal Ford for Roush Fenway Kozlowski Racing. 42 years old from Rochester Hills, Michigan, Brad Kozlowski. Starting 24th, driving the number 21, Wurth Ford for Wood Brothers Racing. 35 years old from Hendersonville, Tennessee, Josh Berry. Starting 23rd, driving the number 22, Discount Tire Ford for Team Penske. 35 years old from Middletown, Connecticut, Joey Logano. Starting 22nd, driving the number 47, Onan Staffing Chevrolet for Hayek Motorsports. 38 years old from Olive Branch, Mississippi, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Starting 21st, driving the number 43, Advent Health Toyota for Legacy Motor Club. 29 years old from Byron, Michigan, Eric Jones. Starting 20th, driving the number 60, Kroger Ballpark Buns Ford for Roush Fenway Kozlowski Racing. 35 years old from Berlin, Connecticut, Ryan Priest. Starting 19th, driving the number 71, Moto Casino Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. 41 years old from Glendale, Arizona, Michael McDowell. Starting 18th, driving the number 35, FRE Nicotine Pouches Toyota for 2311 Racing. 27 years old from Las Vegas, Nevada, Riley Herbst. Starting 17th, driving the number 67, Robin Hood Toyota for 2311 Racing. 23 years old from Marietta, Georgia, Corey Heim. Starting 16th, driving the number 1, Kubota Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing. 33 years old from Alva, Florida, Ross Chastain. Starting 15th, driving the number 24, Valvoline Heavy Duty Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. 28 years old from Charlotte, North Carolina, William Byron. Starting 14th, driving the number 9, Amazon Prime Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. 30 years old from Dawsonville, Georgia, Chase Elliott. Starting 13th, driving the number 2, Freightliner Ford for Team Penske. 27 years old from Mooresville, North Carolina, Austin Cindric. Starting 12th, driving the number 88, Choice Privileges Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing. 19 years old from Mooresville, North Carolina, Connor Zillich, the only rookie in the field. Starting 11th, driving the number 5, HendrickCars.com Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. 33 years old from Elk Grove, California, Kyle Larson. And now for the top 10. Starting 10th, driving the number 54, Interstate Batteries Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. 23 years old from Charlotte, North Carolina, Ty Gibbs. Starting 9th, driving the number 48, Ally Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. 33 years old from Tucson, Arizona, Alex Bowman. I need a moment to update this properly. Starting 8th, driving the number 45, Rockstar Energy Toyota for 2311 Racing. 30 years old from Corning, California, Tyler Reddick. Starting 7th, driving the number 20, Ream Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. 31 years old from Norman, Oklahoma, Christopher Bell. Starting 6th, driving the number 8, Zone Watermelon X Circle K Chevrolet. Christopher Richard Childress Racing. 41 years old from Las Vegas, Nevada, Kyle Busch. Starting 5th, driving the number 19, Best Pro Shops Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. 31 years old from Mitchell, Indiana, Chase Briscoe. Starting 4th, driving the number 11, Progressive Insurance Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. 45 years old from Chesterfield, Virginia, Denny Hamlin. The highest starting of the 10 Toyotas. Starting 3rd, driving the number 17, Fifth Third Bank Ford for Roush Fenway Kozlowski Racing. 33 years old from Prosper, Texas, Chris Buescher, the highest starting Ford. Starting 2nd, driving the number 7, Freeway Insurance Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. 34 years old from Monterrey, Mexico, Daniel Suarez. And on the pole, driving the number 77, Spectrum Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. With a pole time of 28.222 seconds and an average speed of 191.34 miles per hour. 23 years old from Portage, Michigan, Carson Hocevar. And that is your starting lineup for today's Wurth 400.
They did not get a chance to qualify. Bubba Wallace had that crash in practice that you saw, went to a backup car. And Austin Dillon, after just 2 laps of practice, found an engine problem. They have changed engines, so he will start out back. Now let's take a closer look at aero blocking with Crew Chief Larry McReynolds.
Yeah, Mike, it's been well documented. Texas is one of the fastest and most unique mile-and-a-half tracks we go to. The 2 ends are totally different with different banking at each end. But because of the speeds here, aerodynamics can be a challenge, especially if you're behind another car in what we call dirty air. Let's go to our Toyota Camry cutaway car, something that goes on here in Texas aero-wise. Look at the car out front, clean air. Full 100% downforce on the front end. That helps the car to turn. The car behind the trail car in dirty air loses about 30% of its front downforce, totally changes the way the car drives, does not want to turn. The trail car keeps moving around trying to get out of the wake of the car he's following, but that lead car is doing what we call air blocking. You see this especially on that back straightaway. You can see the front end of the trail car actually raise up and get light. Guys, it's called air blocking. I call it plain blocking or mirror driving.
Yeah, it's amazing how much all this has changed, Clint. You used to get blocked, you just drive in the next corner and wreck the guy. Now it's just part of the puzzle, and really with these cars, an effective tool that we probably just didn't even know about.
It will be alive and well today, that's for sure.
A couple of big puffy clouds, but this is a mostly sunny day here in Fort Worth. The temperature at 82 is already 11 degrees warmer than what we practiced and qualified at yesterday. Light breeze out of the southwest.
Yeah, absolute beautiful day and a beautiful crowd. Huge turnout for Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas.
The big number on that screen is the 113 degrees down the track temp on the bottom of the screen.
80, 85, and 102 laps are the 3 stage lengths here. They'll need fuel every 64 to 68 laps. 400 miles. Here are some of the drivers talking about the challenges of Texas Motor Speedway.
Texas is kind of a beast of its own with a pretty slow 1 and 2, and you don't lift them much in 3 and 4.
I feel like you're just always kind of on the edge there, even if you just feel kind of like you're on razor blades. It gets kind of bumpy and you get out of control, and that's why you see a lot of people spin and crash in 3 and 4.
How do you get your car to do both things fairly decent is always the trick question.
Now, moments ago, there is the Chevy Corvette pace car. Cooper Flagg, NBA Rookie of the Year, is driving it. And look what happened here. This is Denny Hamlin.
Try passing the.
Moving up to the front of the field.
Why?
It's moving him up the racetrack already.
Ran him up the racetrack.
That's funny. Oh, hold on.
He's not done.
Tap of the pace car. Damn. Enter Tony Stewart right there.
Hey, watch that. We got a camera back there. Be careful.
And they're always so hard on those pace car drivers, and him going up there and messing with him is funny.
When he was a kid, Cooper's folks used to take him to New Hampshire Motor Speedway regularly.
Wow.
To see NASCAR.
That's great.
Here's Bubba Wallace's radio.
All right. Good afternoon from Texas. Special thank you to all our teammates here yesterday who helped prepare this backup car. Everyone rallied together without any hesitation on a challenging day to work our way forward. We got to stay patient, diligent, flexible, and we have a great opportunity ahead of us today. Let's go make the most of it. Appreciate it.
We need to get this ship righted on this car. Since Darlington, we went from second in points to 12th. Lost 147 points. Big time important.
They stayed till 6 o'clock working on that car, and then Bubba took the whole crew to dinner. He said, I wrecked the car. It was the least I could do.
All right, 267 laps are on the 1.5 mile quad oval. Big crowd coming to watch today. Here we go. We're green at Texas. Spire teammates lead the field into the green. Into the turn 1 and 2. What the fuck am I saying?
Around Texas Motor Speedway because of the fact that these cars are so edgy, and when they're side by side like this, you have no choice but to run in that second lane. Down here in 3 and 4 over the bump is where it gets.
Hocevar sends it into 3 and gets the lead. Hamlin up to 3rd.
They were 3 wide for a moment as Buscher moves up, takes 1. He may take another spot from teammate Denny Hamlin. Briscoe trying for 3rd. Kyle Busch was with him all the way to the entrance in the corner, then drifted back a couple of car lengths.
Yeah, and Kyle Busch had a great qualifying run as you see Briscoe on the inside of Denny Hamlin right here. Ran side by side through turns 1 and 2.
And Briscoe back by Hamlin for 3rd.
Get that position on the 11. Be an interesting day, Clint, to see if that A car can stick around at the front of this pack. We have had all the talk about the crew chief change and everything that Kyle Busch has going on.
That's right.
Stationary can't. So much for that.
Andy Street made the change on the 8 car. Already seeing some results. A new enthusiasm, new shot.
Reddick by Gibbs for 8th.
But to your point, can they
Though they're
hold
both
on
by
to
Bowman, who
this?
started in 9th. Bowman back in 10th.
Gibbs, Bowman.
It's going to be interesting. Low air pressure. You see a lot of people running right down on the bottom of that racetrack in 3 and 4, Kevin. As rough as it is up top, probably what to expect early.
Yeah, and the cars are just not going to drive as good as they did yesterday in practice when you could find all that space, all that real estate to get yourself the cleanest air possible. You don't have that choice anymore. You have to be able to go where they're not on the racetrack to manage those bumps, go up the racetrack, down the racetrack, and it's a lot hotter today than what it was yesterday. And you know as well as I do, when this racetrack gets hot,
It's hot.
especially with
It's
these
so
big
treacherous.
cars, they lose overall grip, and that front end starts to go first.
Carson Hocevar took off and instantly opened up a 7/10 of a second lead as we watch from the Ford Racing Cam on board Chris Buescher.
Well, that's due in part with that clean air. Kevin just talked about it. So important to keep that clean air. That's why you push hard on Saturday to try to get that qualifying effort. Not only do you get clean air on the racetrack, you get the number 1 box all day long.
About a quarter of a second gap now.
Yeah, and really where these cars, we're going to start to see who's got the best handling cars. It's going to be lap 15 to 20. That's when you're going to start to see the swing and handling as to whatever you have and where it's going to migrate to. So right now, a lot of clean racetrack, no lap traffic. Everything's okay for Hocevar and all these.
Elliott looking to see if, well, looking outside, staying outside. Wasn't able to close in on his teammate there, but good to see. If we good to see drivers slowly start to migrate to the high lane.
Running right about where he started.
Yeah, and he was pretty confident in his car, Mike. He talked about how comfortable he felt with it on the long run. You see his teammate Ty
Side by side for that position, and Elliott got through on the inside, up to 12th.
He is up 2 spots from where he started, pushing his teammate Kyle Larson back 1. So move Elliott to 12th.
Yeah, and Chase Elliott's car looked good yesterday. You see Josh Berry and Corey Heim, Joey Logano right here.
Heim was falling back. He started 18th or 17th.
Josh Berry's so dominant in this race last year as
he's back to 22nd now. And here comes Logano to the outside of Heim.
That's how easy it is. Leader of the race spun out.
And watching that of Corey Heim and Logano behind him, Logano found speed on that outside, and that's where it came in first. Watching the truck race, watching yesterday's O'Reilly race, that outside in 1 and 2, there's a lot of momentum, a lot of passes being made there. If you can get to their outside, you got them.
Larry Mack.
Yeah, Mike, I'm watching Carson Hocevar, watching his
Gap's
data.
1.6.
Right now, he has big advantage at both ends of the racetrack. He's just able to carry more speed into the corner. Not a big advantage on the exit. He has to play with the throttle, but both ends, these first 8 laps, he's just carrying more speed on the entrance to the corner.
And again, that falls right in line with exactly what you showed us with that Toyota Cutaway car. That dirty air. He has all the max downforce, 100% air on the front.
Might have a battle for second raging on. 3 cars running real close to each other.
Then a 3-car pack, Suarez, Briscoe, Hamlin, then Kyle Busch, kind of alone there in 5th. These are the first laps in the top 5 that Kyle has run this season on a non-drafting track. He turned 41 yesterday. New crew chief Andy Street had been up on the pit box with crew chief Jim Pullman the last few weeks, but RCR leadership decided the results.
Here comes Hamlin ripping the high side. Can he get Suarez? Briscoe got Suarez, and Hamlin rips by him too.
How about Denny Hamlin real quick? On the move with the 11 car. No surprise.
Carson Hocevar, last week's winner, this week's pole sitter, and he's led every one of the 10 laps so far.
And now we go to commercial. Busch closing in on Suarez now. And so Busch is crying for results. Busch trying to push to the inside of the 7 car.
Tired of rising prices? Then you need to weigh your options. T-Mobile.
And not clear just yet, but he'll have the continue to have the space as he goes into 3 and 4 and takes the position. Busher now passed Suarez. So Suarez in free fall, basically. I think he's down 4 positions since the start of the race. Bell is not far behind. Neither is Ty Gibbs. Elliott and Larson are up 1 each as well from before the commercial. They're up to 11th and 12th. And there's Bell to the inside of Suarez, right by.
Christopher Bell and Ty Gibbs right here. We're seeing those Toyotas work their way to the front.
I know Briscoe's catching up.
You see Daniel Suarez start to drift to the back, or drift backwards. He's still up in the top 10.
Finally, the leaderboard's acting correctly. Holy crap. Wow, a three-way fight already. Lapping Chad Fincham.
All of a sudden, what? Well, last year here, Hocevar led the first 22 laps from the pole, but lost the lead on pit road and never led again in that race. Kyle Busch has moved up to 4th, Chris Buescher to 5th, and Christopher Bell to 6th. They were running him down a 10.5 to 2.5 tenths.
Whoa. Oh, Briscoe had to back out of it majorly, and Hamlin's going to get by him.
He crossed that wake. Briscoe crossed the wake of that car.
No way.
The front end took
You
off.
wouldn't lose.
That was just a mistake on Briscoe.
That's not dirty air. That's not dirty air. You would lose less ground on dirty air.
He got in that wake closer.
But here's Hamlin on the high side. Ducks to the inside of Hocevar.
Look with the result.
And takes the lead.
The opportunity that Denny Hamlin needed. Thank you very much. To the lead. Here we go. Here is Briscoe's radio.
You got to be prepared for that. I know he left you a lane there, but you got to expect him to kill some speed and come back and close. Don't let him stall your nose so hard like that, especially late exit.
That's exactly right. That's exactly what Larry McReynolds showed you in that cutaway car. It takes all the air off those cars. It's like the front tires come off the ground.
And that's
but
just,
you have to be ready for it, right, Kev?
Briscoe swings to the inside of Hocevar. Takes second.
Make sure that you know that's. I mean, you got to anticipate that's going to happen. Can't try to make it all in one chunk, and ultimately it cost him not making the pass.
In that guy.
and Denny Hamlin went by him and cost him the lead.
So Hamlin to the lead. Briscoe now to 2nd. Hocevar drops to 3rd. Kyle Busch holding in 4th. His crew chief Andy Street allowed us to sit in on their team meeting this morning.
All right, guys. Glad we got together today before the race. First off, I want to say thank y'all for welcoming me back into the program. I'm excited about the opportunity. All you guys are first class, and it's the best race team I've ever worked with. Qualifying went exceptionally well. Congrats to all you guys. Good job. That's a testament to all y'all's hard work this week. The race is probably the biggest amount of cautions we'll see in a race today, all year. So be prepared for two-tire strategy. All right, guys. Let's go have a good day.
Well, we certainly appreciate Andrew Street letting us sit in on his team meeting this morning.
Buescher is closing in on Busch. That's BD for 4th.
And he said that qualifying effort, as good as it was, gave him a little bit of heartburn. He was worried about getting the delta on where the balance of the car would need to be starting up front because they haven't done that a lot this year. Well, so far for Kyle Busch in the A car, that's worked out well. Up 2 positions from where he started 6th, now currently running 4th. And he has been silent on the radio, guys. Good to see the old 8-ball up front right now.
Thanks, Reagan. 2 Toyotas leading, 2 Camaros leading Chris Buescher's Ford in the top 5.
Hamlin's pulling away.
A couple of drivers that started deep in the field have made some strong moves as this field tends to get single file.
Bubba Wallace is up 10 positions. That's right.
Yeah, that Ryan Blaney car is pretty darn fast, Clint. Looking at the lap times and as much traffic as he is in, he is definitely moving in the right direction. Bubba Wallace doing the same thing.
Yeah, and we heard about it. I mean, he talked about
Whoa!
it in the previous
Okay,
races.
lane to the inside of Josh Berry, trying to get on Jones as well. He's going to get Berry.
You're mired back in traffic, but if anybody can dig a way out of a hole, we've seen that 12 car do it time and time again.
So up 11 now. He's a 19th.
And really, this race is one of those things that, it seems to be one of those styles that fits Ryan Blaney with the long run, making your car keep turning, and that's what they're good at.
Denny Hamlin out front. He leads all drivers in laps led this season. Over 600 of them coming into today's race.
Next time the leaderboard flash by was so Busher not able to get by Bush yet. Wonder how. So continue to see how far. Okay, so Suarez is back to 15th now, with now 2 Hendrick drivers. Chase Elliott now in the top 10. I'll be right back. I'll put the phone back on, but the bladder is calling.
77 absolute women.
Really? That's Lane Trump?
This is Carson Hosevar. He doesn't follow the scripts. He rewrites it.
Coolest guy in Cup right now.
1 minute flat out, inches from the wall.
Just move out of the way.
Next, Hall of Chaos, full set. Unapologetic and a hurricane of hell yeah. All the way to victory lane.
I knew we were going to win. I really did.
You never know. You never. Is this you?
Yeah, it's my new RAV4. Do you think RAV stands for Rugged Adventure Vehicle? Whoa, dude. I feel like it's the Ridiculous Acceleration Vehicle. Yeah, right. Isn't it the Recreational Activity Vehicle? I guess it could mean anything you want.
Oh, yeah? What else you got? Toyota.
Let's go.
Logano going by Stenhouse. Trying to.
The greatest spectacle in racing is now just weeks away. The 110th Indianapolis 500. Don't miss the pageantry tradition.
The greatest race in the world.
Biggest race.
Well,
Sunday.
as long as last year was the aberration, because last year's was ass.
Here in Texas, Carson Hosevar led the first 19 laps from the pole. Then Denny Hamlin from row number 2 took charge, and he's been out in front for the last 14
Pit stops. Christopher Bell.
There's a way early pit stop for Christopher Bell. At lap 33, Larry, seems like this is way on the edge of that first fuel window.
Well, no, they're good to go on fuel, Mike. The split is lap 40, but I anticipated someone would be coming early, and that's exactly what Adam Stevens and Christopher Bell did.
Another one, Briscoe.
Here comes Briscoe, his teammate. They're coming, and more of them starting to come, Jamie.
That's right. The 19 was going to stay out a couple more laps, but they started seeing the
Let's see. You got Alex Bowman, Chase Elliott.
Pretty nervous with the rear's air pressure adjustment here, and 4 tires in the 19 car.
Chase Elliott and Kyle
Connor Zilich.
in the pit lane, along with Connor Zilich, who was running in 6th.
Michael McDowell, Riley Herb, Zane Smith.
You make mistakes, Kevin. Yeah, and that's the thing that you don't want to do here at Texas, especially during these green flag pit stops. You don't want to have a mistake. Speedy,
Kyle Busch, Chris Buescher.
Riley Herbst, Michael McDowell getting service.
This is going to draw the 11 in. That puts pressure on them. Look for him to pit.
Zach Smith, Chris Buescher.
Hand out
Zane
the
Smith,
window on your
Zach Smith, William Byron,
William Byron is in.
Austin Cindric, Ryan Preece, Daniel Suarez,
Hamlin to the front end of pit road.
and Hamlin pits. Bubba Wallace, Ross Chastain, Corey Heim, SVG.
Because they know how difficult it is to pass. Regan?
Well, Kevin, that's exactly what happened in the pit stall here. As soon as the 20 car hit pit road, Denny Hamlin's team put their helmets on, began to get ready. As for the car right now for Denny, just a little bit too free when he got out front. Otherwise, it's been good.
I'll tell you, hats off to Ross Chastain, because he had this stutter coming out of his pit box, so not to impede Hamlin.
Hey, speaking of a stutter, right there on the 11, almost stalled it coming out. Keep an eye on this up here. The race is on.
Joey Logano, Noah Gregson in, AJ Allman.
Hosevar stayed. No, he stayed out. Right. How does Briscoe go?
It's going to be close as they merge onto the back stretch right here, but he's going to go right around.
Briscoe's going to get him.
That's a combination of staying out a little bit later and making a mistake.
Gregson, Allmendinger, Ty Dillon.
Yeah, and ultimately that stalling the
Tyler Reddick.
Stalling the car, but having those hiccups getting out of the pit box right there cost him the lead of the race.
So Hosevar
Eric Jones.
He is one of 10 cars that have not yet made this green flag pit stop as Eric Jones comes down the pit lane.
Logano.
Hamlin's lead before it stops.
And Blaney.
4 seconds over the 19. And we'll see if Hosevar comes this time. The first 8 cars and Cody Ware have not yet stopped. John Hunter Nemechek in.
I'm afraid this is going to hurt the 77, Kevin.
Yeah, I think as they were expecting him to come this time by, I think when you stay out that long, sometimes you give up so much lap time that
Gibbs on
track
pit
position
road.
and maybe make up a couple spots with those new tires, but we'll see how it works out for him.
Ty Gibbs pits from second place. Chad Fincham in. He's already gone a lap down. Ricky Stenhouse, one of the last to pit, and now just the first six cars.
Stenhouse, Cody Ware.
Gibbs in and out.
He would check. All right, that leaves Hocevar, Barry, Gilliland, Keselowski, Austin Dillon, and Custer.
The cars with fresh tires are in the low 29.
That's a lot of time. Chase Briscoe ran a 29.46 the last lap, so you're giving up 7/8 a lap, Clint.
Eating his lunch. And here he comes.
Hocevar to pit road.
I don't like that strategy.
Austin Dillon is in. And now the pole.
Hocevar splitting it right down the middle.
The 77 of Carson.
5-lap newer tires.
Making the long run all the way down to the end of pit road to his box. Josh Berry, if he does not stop, will pick up the lead. Josh?
And the plan for Carson Hocevar was to pit around lap 40 or 41. Complaining about grip in the center of the corner. It'll be 4 tires and fuel for the pole sitter, Carson Hocevar.
Todd Gilliland is in. That leaves just Berry, Keselowski, and Custer on the racetrack without having stopped.
And you see
There's Barry
Josh
coming
Berry
in.
heading to pit road right here. Same type of scenario for these guys staying out that long. You saw Chase Briscoe. He was so far ahead of Carson Hocevar we couldn't even find him on the camera.
Here's Custer on pit road. That will leave just Brad Keselowski.
This 19 team, you see Denny Hamlin.
Hamlin's catching back up to the 19.
Make a little bit of ground on Chase Briscoe. He definitely has a little bit better car. But
Meanwhile, Bell vaulted up to 10th, third. Well, third of the cars that pit.
Now that 3 car trying to stay on the lead lap, as you see Brad.
Much like we saw earlier in the race, though, Briscoe followed the 3 car in the corner, got tight again, and enabled Denny to catch him. You're going to have to, as the leader catches these lappers, got to be opportunities for Denny.
Well, you got to time it right, Clint. You got to be able to get those runs at the right time, and sometimes you just have to maintain.
And Bell's right there too.
On one end of the racetrack or the other, Chase just has to get that timing right to get through this lap traffic.
So Chase Briscoe, the clear winner of this pit cycle, he emerges with the lead over Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell.
Verizon Small Business Days are happening, and we're here at Patty's Diner. Ever since Patty's Mango Cheesecake went viral, business has been booming. Patty looks to find her rhythm as the plates keep moving, and the orders are not slowing down. Here comes the Verizon Business.
Dylan splitting the 2 cars, trying to get back around Chase Briscoe on the high side to get back on the lead lap.
Nice assist.
While Hamlin stakes 6th with the number 19.
Score a meeting with an expert today.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What'd she call Harper?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
We actually sold the twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids
Another car coming up, but that's a lap down. I think that's the 21. Oh, no, it's Bell. Bell moving to the inside of Denny Hamlin. 3 Joe Gibbs Toyotas duking it out up front.
Some investment options for you.
What's stress? The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Does RAV stand for Remarkably Agile Vehicle? Or Raw Adrenaline Vehicle?
To the inside goes Bell.
Or Rapid Acceleration Vehicle? Toyota.
And he'll take the lead. He pit first,
This is Arby's
and he's up front.
pork and chopped brisket. Both are smoked slow for up to 13 hours. Tender, juicy barbecue like this isn't magic, although there is a lot of smoke involved.
Arby's, we have the meat.
On the road again, like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of brethren, insisting that the world keep turning our way.
Oh, shh.
At Napa, we know that the right undercar solutions can stop safety issues before they start. Go further with complete repairs and grow your business. From brakes to suspension and chassis parts. performance. Keep undercar under control with Napa.
You want fearless? Take a truck, sprint down the track, and get ready for a fight.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. To avoid going in circles, make note of recognizable landmarks, like that. What's wrong with going in circles? Different circles, Ross. Okay. Head for the mountains.
I mean, the 3 is still ahead of Bell.
Chopped brisket.
So pitting, I think they pit later, so fresher tires keep them up front.
And this is you forgetting time exists and getting lost in the sauce.
Arby's, we have the meat.
Saturday night, baseball night on Fox. This week, Jordan Walker looks to keep his breakout season rolling as he leads the Cards against Manny Machado and the Padres. Or you'll see Mets Diamondbacks. Saturday 7, only on Fox. 50 laps complete in Texas. Christopher Bell, the first driver to pit, has taken his Joe Gibbs Toyota to the lead.
It's interesting. You wouldn't the first drivers who pit first aren't the ones who normally track down the opponents. But Briscoe's coming back.
He didn't hook the bottom like Denny is, and it enabled a 3-car to run that outside, get momentum, and now wait a minute, that lapper's going right back around him.
Yeah, and he's fighting for his life to stay on the lead lap, and Briscoe tried to block him right there, but I think that the thing that I've noticed is Christopher Bell has found a lane that everybody can't really run up the racetrack, and he's making some hay. Makes the pass on the bottom. Briscoe chooses wrong right there. Gets in the same lane as the 3-car. Bell goes by him, but Bell can go in the bottom, he can go in the top. He's got a very versatile car right now. Jamie?
Yeah, just to update the night team, been listening to him. They were really happy with the balance overall yesterday, but so far today, they're fast, but that air is...
Inability for Bell to pass Austin Dillon because of Dillon's better tires, allowing Briscoe to close back in.
Not sure what happened, and obviously, guys, I can report from down here, the wind is certainly picking up, and that's always an issue.
Nice. Bell clears Austin Dillon.
Right down the back straightaway, making you looser into turn 3.
More lap traffic up ahead, though.
It seems like the wind blows in the same direction here, down that back straightaway. But when it starts to whip it definitely makes a difference in how that car handles.
This track has not been kind to Christopher Bell. He's led more laps today, 7, than in his total Texas career. He'd led only 6 total.
But I heard, you know, when Kevin was just telling me, he said the word versatile, and that's a dirt racer. You got a hot, slick racetrack, find the way around them, find the clean air.
They'll run in the higher lane.
And that's the part that keeps you getting hung up in traffic here. And you know, the thing about Christopher Bell right now, and we kind of talked about what he needs to do. He's kind of been inconsistent. They've had some bad luck. They've, you know, through the years kind of taken the days that probably thought that they should win or run in a certain position and then have a mistake. You can't do that in this point system.
Hamlin getting inside of Briscoe.
To race for the championship and do exactly what he's doing today.
Bell, as Hamlin and Briscoe haven't been able to get by Dillon, they've fallen about a second behind now.
And to take his effort at trying to...
Briscoe coming back on him.
That 3-car has been
He's been a tough pass.
He's been a tough pass as both these guys...
Hamlin back on the high side.
At it, not been able to really make it happen easily.
Briscoe's car just hasn't taken off on this new set of tires. He said on the radio, very loose, holding on to that car, the 19.
Behind him, Kyle Busch holding in 4th after a good stop, and Chris Buescher 5th.
1 second is the lead.
Pole sitter Hocevar.
Right at the bottom of our screen right there, Kyle Busch has actually driven almost to the back.
Oh, there he is. Hi, Kyle.
19 car of Chase Briscoe.
Now our pole sitter, Hocevar,
is in 7th.
Pit stop cycle in 7th, but the driver who shared the front row with him, not quite as lucky, Josh.
Yeah, we talked off the top of the race about Daniel Suarez and how they knew they
Suarez in 19th.
But they were struggling with the handling, but the speed is not there either. Suarez coming over the radio complaining about that car, and then recently came over complaining about a vibration in that 7 car. The team said we're going to have to ride it out, but let us know if it gets worse. Jamie?
Well, one man who is on a mission going in the right direction is the 12 of Ryan Blaney, up to 13th already. That's 18 spots better than where he started today. It was interesting talking to Formula's crew chief, Jonathan Hassler, this morning. You know, he reminded me Penske Racing has struggled on mile-and-a-half tracks. He said, however, a few weeks ago, we got to be part of the test at Chicagoland Speedway. That's another mile-and-a-half. He said, we actually learned something we were able to apply to our setup today. So they weren't too concerned about it.
Hamlin's closed to 6/10.
He started 31st, Blaney running in 13th after the first round of pit stops here. Bottom of your screen, Corey Heim 19th, Daniel Suarez 20th. We still have 31 cars on the lead lap, back to Shane Van Gisbergen.
Hamlin trying to haul it back in. The best pass Noah Gregson.
Stage 1, Christopher Bell out.
The IMSA race at Laguna Seca has started. The number set 40 Acura won the Cadillac won the pole. Three tenths. One of the Cadillacs, one of the Corvettes just break down.
Milner behind the wheel, who just said in a Zoom call this week that they're going to be looking for points and not fighting for wins. They're going to try and take the same template that their sister car did last year on a way to a championship, just consistent points finishes. But this is not the start they needed, dropping down the order a little bit without moving the corkscrew. Diving down the hill from the corkscrew, some 6 or 7 stories from the top of the corkscrew down to the front straightaway. Marty, what do you have on the Corvette?
Yeah, Brian, I asked Tommy Milner about those comments this week in that media session. He said, listen, I think the biggest part is just not getting frustrated when situations like this happen. He said this happened to us so many times last year where we were trying to get more.
59 McLaren is in the pits. Oh, to the inside of Kyle Busch. Finally, Chris Buescher. Can he get there and make the pass? He's holding the inside lane. Side by side on the back stretch. The 17. Can he get the side draft? Barely. And he'll get a fourth.
Up there through the corkscrew there to come into the pit lane. But yeah, you just got to maintain your thought process. Maximize the weekend. Sometimes you're not going to have a race-winning car, but a 4th, 5th place finish will give you solid points, and you collect them at the end of the year. See who comes out on top. That's what the 3 squad did last year.
Bell having trouble lapping some more cars.
McLaren was on and off of pit road, right front puncture for that team.
Already, damn.
Esterson back on the racetrack in the McLaren for Team RLL.
30 cars in the lead lap.
Get the problems out of the way early, and you get back in the fight. And right now, Louis Delatraz aboard his Cadillac GT.
Okay, we should be back soon. Meanwhile, with Bell struggling to catch up to the new lap traffic, Hamlin's given an opportunity to close in.
Here in 7 Texas starts. Regan?
Things going very well for the 20 as we see a potential pass for the lead here.
Oh, right again! A bit of contact there! Bumper to bumper. Meanwhile, Cowboys continue to fall back with Gibbs trying to make the pass for 5th. Hamlin pulls the inside as Bell drifts up the track. They're side by side coming off of 4.
From his teammate, but the struggles that they have had with that 20 car to get results, they said we don't carry that baggage from us week to week. We leave that.
Hamlin back on the inside. Can he clear Bell coming off of 2? Yeah, it's close. Gets it.
Running on the bottom, Kevin, and we saw that all weekend long, whether it be the truck race or the O'Reilly race yesterday. Makes it hard to pass.
Bell coming back, kind of trying to have it back on the outside. Oh, he pulls right through. Oh! Oh! Gillen spins and he clips Bell, and Bell smacks the outside wall. Caution is out. Oh shit!
69, we have the first caution of the day.
Woo!
Gilliland, who went spinning, and Christopher Bell with a pretty solid impact.
Yeah, he's in big trouble for the rest of the day. We were just talking about the bad luck that Christopher Bell has had here, and just a car spinning just barely clipped him right there, turned him around. Yeah, he's done.
You want to talk about bad luck? Right in his lap.
A lot of cars trying to stay on the lead lap as we get close to the end of the stage. And that tire whirling around the right front is not going to do any good as Bell tries to get...
That is not a good sounding car.
And that's really just kind of the way that his whole season has gone so far. Think back to Kansas, being in a position to win that race.
Yep.
Off of turn 2, coming back to the checkered flag, crashing, got a terrible finish. Same thing last week.
4 of the last 5 races, Bell has finished outside the top 15.
Well, let's watch it again. You see the car get sideways up on the high lane. Tries to get in the gas and does, and keep it out of the wall, brings it down.
Yeah, it came down, taps the 20 and sends them careening 90 degrees the wrong direction. And Bell corrected too hard, and it slammed and brought the car, slides back up into the outside wall right at start finish.
Before it'll just spin out.
Let's watch from the number 20.
Nope.
So frustrating.
Well,
Happens quick.
Got back in the gas. They're trying to beat him. Just barely. So close.
damn, right side's got some impacts. Both tires on the right side are flat. I mean,
and he's already 9th in the points, so reckon before stage 1 right here.
No points.
Devastating point-wise.
Larry, we're going to have 10 laps to go when pit road opens. What are we going to see?
Yeah, we've been well over 20 laps since those pit stops. I think you're going to see most of them take 4. But remember, we're going to go back racing with about 7 or 8 laps to go on stage. Don't be surprised to see somebody roll the dice and maybe try just 2 here.
All right, here come most all the lead lap cars to pit road with 10 to go in the stage. Jamie?
And Chase Briscoe, the 19, comes in from second, led his first laps ever at Texas earlier, led 4 laps there. He pulls it to a stop in his box, very loose earlier as we reported. Said the bumps have really been affecting him as well. Air pressure. Bring it.
Kyle Busch just a little bit too tight this run. Felt like he damaged the right front some. An adjustment for that. And Denny Hamlin a little tight at max load. Josh?
For Chris Buescher, he's been on both sides. He's been too tight, too loose, too tight this last run. No tires and fuel here.
Hocevar, Priest, Hamlin, Briscoe, Busch, Gibbs, Elliott, Buescher, Bowman, Larson.
Eric Jones and Ricky Stenhouse. Todd Gilliland goes spinning and collects race leader Christopher Bell.
All right, on that note, I'm going to be back in just a moment. Good timing.
Followed by the Truck Series, racing at 4:30 p.m. Eastern on FS1. Then, the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series races on Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern on the CW. And to finish the weekend strong, the Cup Series races on Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern on FS1.
Dress warm, but come join us in the Finger Lakes region of New York State.
My home track, baby. Won't be there because it's on the opposite side of the state and it's a 5-hour drive.
Gonna be a fun race.
But
all right, the first 5 drivers
God, I love it.
on your pylon there stayed out and did not stop. Hocevar and Preece in 6th and 7th took 2 tires each. All those drivers looking for stage points just 8 laps from now.
Yeah, and these are the types of situations where your car gets torn up because you have the variance in speed from the guys that are at the front of the pack, the guys on the tire strategy, all the 4-tire cars back in the middle. But look, there's points on the line here in a short amount of time at the end of this stage. So good opportunity for some of these guys to grab some unexpected points in stage 1 here.
And nothing but the Corvette pace car in front of the Advent Health Cam of Eric Jones.
So Jones, Stenhouse, Chastain, Allmendinger, Nemechek stayed out.
What happened?
Well, the wheels fell off the bus, but I think this time...
11 positions lost? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, all good there? Got a problem? I thought I did, but sorry. Screwed that up. Race time, idiot. Shake it off early here. Hold on. I'll rebound.
Blaney lost 11 spots a bit. What happened?
Been there before.
Oh,
Twice.
Eric Jones stalled the car twice?
3 times.
Damn, 3. It's still not. There we go.
It almost sounds like he's got it in the wrong gear.
Second gear, that's what I was thinking.
Kept lugging on the restart. Jamie?
You guys nailed it right there. Just talked to the team and they
Oh,
said
Blaney
stuck in gear trying to
stuck in
exit
gear.
the box.
Okay, Blaney, so transmission
He took it hard on
issue.
himself, guys, but we've seen him come to the field once today. We're going to have to see him do it again as he'll restart 27.
Well, I'm almost glad to see that because his the pit crew changes that have been made had been very positive.
There's Bell. We got talking with Coach Gibbs.
Has a word with Christopher Bell.
Man.
Out of race after being collected in Todd Gilliland's spin. Gilliland racing as hard as he could was trying to keep from going a lap down.
Yeah, really hard to run that high.
So he wasn't even a lap down. He was just.
Off of turn 4.
All right, 7 laps to go in the stage.
2 tires. This is going to get wild at stage end.
It'll be 6 laps to the end of the stage as the green flag waves. Eric Jones, Ricky Stenhouse in front of Chastain and Allmendinger.
Good jump away for the 43 and the 47.
Nemechek fading, that's why they get 4 wide. Ooh.
Yeah, it's so hard on
So far wide back there. Hamlin and Nemechek stuck in the middle.
Just the front end does not want to turn as we see a battle for the lead.
Oh, Stenhouse nearly wrecks. That was a big save, but Jones clear up front.
Goes way up the racetrack, and Eric Jones.
Meanwhile, some of the Hendrick cars trying to make waves. There's Elliott and Byron splitting Nemechek. Wow, it's good. Still getting air out front. Oh, Gibbs dump only going below the apron and has to save it.
Took the air off those cars. They all scattered. Made them really tight behind him.
They're jockeying all over the place. 24, the big run to the inside. Holy crap! He just passed 3 cars.
Ryan Preece, he's lost a whole bunch of ground to Chase Briscoe. Ty Gibbs has gone.
Woo!
So his lane has not been favorable to him on this last restart.
And that's holding up Chase Elliott and everybody behind him. Trying to make some steam in that top lane. 3.5 to go. Stage 1. And right now
3 wide. Elliott, Hamlin, Allmendinger.
Last stage point.
Or Preece, not Allmendinger.
He is definitely still losing spots right there.
And Elliott by. And here comes Cindric trying to do the same.
Cindric now on the bottom 3 wide. So
Oh my God. Oh, there's still Cindric, Hamlin, Preece, still 3 wide.
Top lane gives.
Yeah, just not working out for Ryan Preece with the strategy that they had on this restart. Not able to keep himself in the top 10.
He's faded to 15.
Ross getting a little loose in the goose. He's in 6th. Falling back to now 7th position. Kyle Busch. Gonna get a little push loop by William Byron. Ow! 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 The wreck!
Chastain and Kyle Busch got together.
Yeah, the cars are so edgy.
Busch
right
gets
there.
by Ross.
Tri-oval. William Byron just into the back bumper in the wrong spot of the 8 car, trying to help push him by.
There's so much going on. This is incredible.
Coming to 1 to go.
3 wide between Byron, Elliott, and Chastain.
Got to be so careful with those.
Oh, God.
That close, that inside car, sometimes it'll just pull them into the door of the outside car, but they got away with it right there, Mike.
Chastain now in the 10th and
The gambit worked for Jones.
He and Hamlin are going to battle for it.
Hocevar got up to second, getting by Ricky Stenhouse Jr., but Eric Jones takes his first stage win of the year. Hocevar second, Stenhouse third, Gibbs fourth, Briscoe fifth, Busch sixth, Allmendinger seventh, Elliott eighth, Byron ninth, and Denny Hamlin for the last stage point of stage 1.
Stage 1 complete with that Jones boy out in front of the field.
Woohoo!
COPD is an ugly reality. I watch as this world just keeps getting smaller. But then, Trelegy helped us see things a little differently. With 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, Trelegy keeps airways open for a full 24 hours and prevents future flare-ups. Once daily Trelegy also improves lung function, so he can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
What a wonderful.
Ask your doctor about once daily Trelegy for COPD, because breathing should be beautiful all day and night.
We are green.
33 drivers are going to sprint into the eye of a tornado.
Let's go.
Look, if you're an executive, this shirt is a must-have in your closet. I was tired of floppy collars and shirts with sweat stains, so I got this shirt I saw on TV, and now I don't have to worry. I got it shipped in no time, and I switched from regular polos to this immediately. The brand is called Collars & Co. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt, but the top has a firm collar on it. I got rid of so many problems by upgrading to this. No dry cleaning needed anymore. I'm free from uncomfortable long sleeves, and the collars stay stiff all day. Get 20% off today using code TV at collarsandco.com.
Holy smokes! You don't look so good, boss.
Tell me about it. It's a real inferno down here, and I'm burnt out.
Here, try a Red Bull. It's devilishly good.
Red Bull? Oh, that tastes heavenly. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Wings? Wings? I can't have wings. Not in my position.
Red Bull gives you wings.
I would go outside the motorhome because I always like to hear the crowd reaction. That is a crowd reaction I haven't heard since, well, I haven't heard it in a long time, but when Dale Jr. would be in an Xfinity race or a Busch Series race and I was there watching, the crowd reaction for Cletus McFarland was unbelievable this weekend.
Check out the all-new Fox Sports digital show Speed with Harvick and Buxton, fueled by Bowen. Subscribe to Speed on Fox, on YouTube, the Fox Sports app, or wherever you get your podcasts. 82 laps, stage 1 complete, waiting for pit road to open. Jamie?
Christopher Bell has been checked and released. Wrong place at the wrong time, leading this race, and you got collected. Another bad luck race here. How do you describe just the disappointment?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bummer, but I'm just, I'm so thankful. I'm thankful that I get to drive really fast race cars.
He's pissed.
Thankful that I got the lead laps today. Thankful that I get to carry the ring colors, drive for Joe Gibbs Racing, and yeah, I was a couple feet away.
He's
from
pissed.
Having a great day, but yeah, it's gonna turn around at some point.
We'll see a Watkins then. Mike?
Man.
Thanks, Jamie. Tough break.
He's going to earn 1 point today.
It's so tough when you get no streaks and I'll have all those things happen and just to keep your confidence up. So hate it for Christopher Bell.
Speaking of confidence, look at this guy right here. Busch has more laps run in the top 5 today than the last 11 mile-and-a-half races combined. Got him some stage points. It's been cleared back to Atlanta, our second race since he's had stage points.
Wow.
Well, that was a great call from a lot of angles. 43 of Eric Jones stayed out from 18th. Ricky Stenhouse from 22nd. Allmendinger from 25th. All got some stage points. So they were having a mediocre day at best, and why not just take a chance and stack some stage points on right now? Obviously, they're going to lose track position right here, but at least you got something to show for it.
There's your Celsius on board with A.J. Allmendinger, who will pit from 7th position as pit road is open. Stenhouse, Allmendinger.
A lot of cars coming to pit road right here.
Suarez will get a needed adjustment here. Noah Gregson pushing Connor Zillage mid-track along the pit lane.
Yeah, one car that is on pit lane right there, you see in the middle of the screen, is Kyle Larson. We haven't talked about him at all today, Clint, but usually we're talking about how fast he is right here. He's been struggling today.
Alex Zanardi was a racer.
Another mention for Zanardi.
He was a champion in the kart IndyCar series, but he will best be remembered for the pass that he used to beat Brian Herta coming down the corkscrew.
That one of the best moves ever.
What a move. He also started burnouts and made them popular. After losing both legs in a race car crash, he came back and was a multiple Paralympian champion. Chip Ganassi said it best. Alex didn't just overcome adversity, he redefined what was possible. He passed away this week at 59.
Seconds left in the World Cup final.
Ads, reload.
31 for Ty Gibbs, the two most recent. And as few as 4 starts later, the second win came. How long will it be for Gibbs or Hocevar to find their way back to victory lane?
Yeah, usually once you knock that barrier over, you're able to make it happen a little more consistent. Jamie?
Yeah, and you guys, Kyle Larson is just going in the wrong direction. He just says he's so tight, nothing to lean on with the rear wheels. They've been working on it every stop. They started out with air pressure, didn't really move the needle. So 2 stops ago, they made a right rear wedge adjustment. It helped a little bit. So they just made a left rear wedge adjustment to try to help that grip. That's what he's lacking, is he's back, going to restart in 25th.
Yeah, he'll restart 25th, but he was the 8th car off pit road because the first 17 cars all pitted at lap 70 and they stayed out. So the first car with 4 fresh tires is Eric Jones in 18th place, who won stage 1. Here we go for stage 2.
All right, stage 2.
Approach the Echo Park Automotive Restart Zone. Hocevar inside, Ty Gibbs outside.
Green, green, green.
Yeah, we would expect that 50.
Wow, they're already spreading out. Damn. Wall trying to go way high. Lost some momentum there. Briscoe on the inside of Busch gets to 3rd.
Get a huge run on both of these cars.
And Gar's way to the inside. I can see Snell's out there. Briscoe going way down. Hocevar throws the block. Gibbs to the outside of Hocevar. There's Chase Elliott in the top 5 for the first time today.
Yeah, that was a big block.
Blocking is a huge part of what we do in today's world.
If you're in that 77 car with a 2-tire disadvantage, you have to do that. You better be bold and keep a hold of this clean air as long as you possibly can. You get mired in traffic, you are finished.
Yeah, and
Hocevar is holding on for now, but Gibbs is pedaling.
I think that cycle on the tires probably made this a little more even than what it would have been compared to stickers. So
I still think it's going to be short-lived, but the longer he can hold on to it and keep
Side drafting at 54 out of the line. Leading at the line is Hocevar. Briscoe coming back at him.
The difference, Gibbs and Briscoe got 4 tires. The 77 only took 2.
Oh, barely holding on. Pulling him back with the side draft. Sending it into 3 and 4. He's clear, but for how long? Drifts a bit up. Holds it down. Oh, Gibbs loosens up. Briscoe's going to get by him.
got loose and Briscoe's around him.
And it happens that fast. You just have one moment here.
And here's Elliott trying to get around the outside of Gibbs. A little further back. It's too wide for 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th.
There's the fight for 5th place. Kyle Busch battling Chris Buescher. Those two, Chevy and Ford, have been going at it all day.
And they're the only Chevys and the Fords that have been consistently up front, too, to your point.
Kyle Busch 5th now. Denny Hamlin up to 7th as William Byron teed up. Oh, he goes around. Doesn't hit anything, though. Oh, misses everything. No damage on the car. Phew.
It's a great thing that he didn't have that car go back up the racetrack. That could have been a massive wreck, Mike.
Or a good thing he didn't go all the way through the grass because it has torn the front end off. Several trucks and O'Reilly cars already this weekend. William Byron got by with one there.
Yeah, no damage.
Lap 93.
I saw that happen.
Valvoline onboard cam for William Byron. Boy, he came around right in front of half the field.
We'll have to see, much like Gibbs, it was in the vicinity of this bump, Kevin. The bump is the tunnel. You see him up here in the front of your screen.
Yeah,
and actually the tunnel's back there, but it could see the car's already sideways.
Yeah,
I think it's probably because of that bump.
Yeah, what'll happen is you'll go through that bump, and as it rebounds out of the bump and starts to come up in the air, that car will get higher off the ground and lose downforce. Oh man, Logano all but wiped that 24 out, but almost identical to Todd Gilliland's wreck, being up the racetrack, hitting the bump, and that car just snapping around.
He was running in 7th place. Let's ride along.
Listen to this bump.
Clear. Hang on to it. Hang on to it. Hang on to it. Just get in. Lock it down. Lock it down. Lock it down. Lock it down. Still okay. Get it back rolling again. Trying to get back to the track.
And you can see right there when he bottomed out in the seat, you can see his body go down, and that car spins right around just in time for the bump.
This caution is exactly for the leader, Hocevar, what he needed. Let's get these 2 tires off now. We're reestablished for these guys.
It's also what everybody needed that just pitted. Jamie?
Yeah, they were going back and forth on the radio for Chase Briscoe. They're right on the edge of the fuel window when they wanted to come in and pit, so they just decided to say yes. Right side's only in a collision with the final.
Of course, Briscoe runs in the Briscoe runs in the Larson. Damn.
Regan.
Like the 9 car, Chase Elliott, we see him exiting pit road right now. That car squirmy to take
Busher,
off, but they
Elliott.
better on that most recent run.
Elliott. No, Elliott. Elliott.
That's Logano right there.
Elliott, Busher, McDowell, Bush, Cindric, Allmendinger, Reddick, Hamlin, Wallace, Chastain.
That the left front's towed way out too. I think it's got a tow link.
Or Logano, or
that car's killed.
Left front, we're gonna have to cut back. Left front.
Logano has destroyed his car.
There's Custer in blue, red, and yellow, the Andes colors.
Damn, he ran right in the Cole Custer.
Unable to stop in time. Wow.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. Tremfya can help with remission at.
I'm gonna rewind a bit. Yeah, I thought I saw.
Go down, and that car
I need to rewind a bit.
out, but almost identical to Todd Gilliland's wreck. That bump, and as it rebounds out of the bump,
Byron's wreck. I was checking a few things. Oh, look! Almost got KO'd by Logano as well. Pit road.
Chase Briscoe, they're right on the edge of the fuel window when they wanted to come in and pit, so they just decided to say yes. Right.
Oh, so Briscoe did run into. So I thought I missaw, but yeah, Briscoe did run into Larson as well.
Like the 9 car, Chase Elliott, we see him exiting pit road right now. That car
take
off, but they made it better on that most recent run.
The 88 and the 4 overshot their pit. There's damage there. Is that Logano?
That's Logano right there. He ran into the back of Cole Custer, who was checking up to let the 54 out of his.
Cindric took no, and Allmendinger took no tires, and they to gain spots.
Yeah, that car's killed.
Left front, we're gonna have to cut back. Left front, score off.
There's Custer in blue, red, and yellow, the Andes colors. Whoa, and Logano unable to stop in time.
Fear Factor 48 Hours of Fear. The 2-week event begins May 14th on Fox.
The UFL is bringing you closer to the game than ever before. Unprecedented access. The UFL gets the people going. Fox UFL Friday, Columbus, St. Louis.
Welcome to a 2-part sleep deprivation special.
Shot callers?
Anyway, Logano's car is all fucked up. But I am massively entertained by today's race so far, and in a good way. Both the 22 and the 41 in the garage.
Next, Joey Logano.
I'm gonna rewind it a bit.
And this is what happens when.
Welcome back to Texas, where a single car spin by William Byron leads to 3 different calamities on pit road. First, Kyle Larson, Chase Briscoe.
And this is what happens when you have 2 tires, cars coming out of the pit boxes so quick. Oh, that car, that hit harder than I thought, Clint.
I can see the right front is kinked in.
On the 19.
Yeah, that car's in big trouble.
next, Joey Logano and Cole Custer. Cole Custer trying to let the
Bam!
54 out of his box, but look at Custer. He's not quite close enough to even get into his pit. And now you're going to ride along with the Hunt Brothers Pizza Cam and Logano.
Oh, this is going to be a fun one. Oh.
Sorry.
This is from his onboard when the 24 spun.
Logano's view of the spin earlier.
Oh!
He just gets by, but I guess too many stops at the luck bank.
Yeah, well, he survived at 175 miles an hour, and then down there on pit road at about 35, completely tore the left front off. And in those moments, in the driver's seat, you're trying to navigate everything, looking forward, looking in your mirror, and it all happened pretty fast. I'm not sure if he was looking in his mirror.
We see it all the time. When you have guys taking 2 tires, some taking 4 tires, it leads to calamity on that pit road.
I'm going to even add to it. You had a lot of drivers like Michael McDowell, Cindric, Allmendinger, Chastain, and Jones doing fuel only. So you had all kinds of agendas, quick pit stops that time. That led to a lot of that.
Well, for Joey Logano, this season has been
7 cars stayed out.
or way down. He's the defending winner of this race.
Lots of different strategies.
And look at those finishes.
So, Corey Heim, Zane Smith, Brad Keselowski, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Daniel Suarez, John Hunter Nemechek, and Riley Herb stayed out.
You'll wind up trying to figure out how to even get back on track to finish a race. And right now, that's where that 22 team is, unfortunately.
And he'll probably fall out of chase contention. He was 15th coming in. Back to
Green, green, green again at Texas. Let the chaos continue. Corey Heim looking to lead, I think, maybe his first ever Cup laps. Oh, look at Chase Elliott on the high side with 2 new tires.
Did not stop under this caution flag. Brad Keselowski trying to take advantage here.
Yeah, and you're so right, Clint. I mean, you look at this field right now with the way that everything is mixed up at the front, all the cars that have been up front, in the back, and cars that have been...
Is by Nemechek.
This is exactly
McDowell
in line
is behind him.
everything that's happened at this track over the last several years, but...
3 wide there. Reddick getting by McDowell.
They were the first of 7 cars that stayed out, including Zane Smith, Keselowski, Stenhouse, Daniel Suarez,
Elliott got by Riley Herbst.
Nemechek.
He's running the high lane.
All stayed out for track position.
They need this thing to get spread out here and run green and get some laps under the belt to get reestablished of kind of where you're going to run for the speed in your race cars. When it jumbles up the field like this, all hell breaks loose.
Before the first 5 just ran their personal fastest lap of the race.
Just getting ready to say, Corey Heim just ran 28.92.
Damn, for a sub 29-second lap.
His fastest lap. So these cars have speed, and they're learning a lot about their race cars.
Caution.
In front right now.
But in the back, caution waves for
Gibbs.
the car that got up into the wall in turns 3 and 4. It's Ty Gibbs with trouble on the right front.
Right front is smoking bad.
Yeah, it looks like he's gotten
Oh,
in the wall right there.
damn.
He was just passing for the lead the last run.
Gibbs' car's dropping like flies.
This or the previous caution because all cars running.
But this is what happens. This is what happens when that field gets mixed up like that. You have instances where you're trying to get by cars, forcing the issue, and it looks like right here, it's going to put an end to Ty Gibbs' day.
So Corey Heim, part-time driver for Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin's team, 23:11, has the Xfinity fastest lap of the race. Just set 2 laps ago, and Brad Keselowski also set his personal best on that lap. Hocevar, early in the race, ran his quickest lap. Back at lap 2. All right, let's see what happened to Ty Gibbs.
Oh, there is no rim on. There's no tire on that now. Just the rim.
I think he got help, Kevin. I can't tell who's the car
Oh!
behind him, but I think
So-
it might be Ryan Preece.
It might be, but he got whacked in the wall. Damn.
He definitely got into the back of him for sure.
And that's a product. All right, he lost that track position. I just said, man, he was just running up front when he got sideways, hit that bump earlier, and continuing for.
They're gonna try and put him back. 14 cautions per race.
Now he's in the pits with
Damn.
the race car.
There's the others.
Another single car caution. Seems to be the hallmark of the Texas Motor Speedway. A little damage on the nose of Priest's car.
Probably got green paint on it.
These caution laps are helping those cars that stayed out make it to the end on fuel. I don't see anybody pitting here.
Well, that's what you hope so. When you stay out on the racetrack like that, caution, please. I need to save some gas.
There's the Celsius cam of A.J. Allmendinger. Having a run here today, he's 15th.
When the All-Stars come to town, you don't stay home. On May 15th through 17th, you gather the crew, you pack the cooler, you make it a monster weekend. Tailgates, free fan zone fun, and the NASCAR All-Star Race at Dover Motor Speedway. This is the weekend everyone talks about. Get your tickets today at DoverMotorspeedway.com or call 800-441-RACE.
It starts with Celsius. Feel I can feel good about. I'm going to need it. I'm training for life. From after-school pickups to meal prep to a 12-hour night shift. I don't have time to get ready. I've got to stay ready.
Dawn Patrol starts with a Celsius. I got a whole day to see. First it's cardio, then it's a race again.
The 67 cars in the lead, and then 6 and 7 are second and third. I have too much fun with that freaking joke. Reclaiming it for the older Gen Z, I guess. That's what I'm going with. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Sticking to it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, Michael Jordan's here, so I'm guessing they're probably gonna. That team's probably gonna win again.
Miles an hour you're taken out of this race. What did you see there, Joe?
Yeah, everyone was trying to do two tires, and yeah, the whole field's past you because the pit stops are so fast with two tires, and it's checked up in front and stopped, and yeah, you're trying to look and try to get up out of the way, and so he just stopped, and there's nothing I can do if I couldn't stop in time. So it's been a tough year, Jamie, to say the least. But prior to the
We
speed,
celebrate it.
Discount Tire Mustang had good speed.
speed capable of going out there and running into that long run there at the end of the stage. We were one of the best, if not the best car. Which makes it hurt even more, to be honest with you. But glad we had speed at least. And all you can do is keep digging, go to the next one.
Thanks, Joey. Mike?
So this is the third mile-and-a-half track we've been on this year.
He's crashed out of
Las Vegas and Kansas, there were no DNFs, so did not finish. And already in the garage, Logano, Custer, and Bell from an on-track incident. Logano.
All right, here we go again.
Road collision. Heim and Keselowski up front for the restart.
Yeah, I mean, on that last run, you see that
Cars.
quick lap time.
Oh, cars to watch. Chase Elliott and Tyler Reddick.
Restart right now, so he's looking like the cat's pajamas out front, looking good.
Elliott's the one who's managed to make the moves.
Suarez battling for second.
And he's gets there. Oh, Briscoe now going to get by Reddick on the low side. Oh, 3 wide.
Chaos going on, but
Stenhouse might have been among the Stenhouse was among the cars that pit.
Elliott outside of Stenhouse for fifth.
Yeah, and you see just
Good run from the high side. Big momentum charge for the number 9.
the front. Everything's a little smooth, but in the mid right here. Oh.
Whoa, big run from Bubba Wallace on the inside. Can he get both Hocevar and Hamlin? Yeah, we got Hocevar.
Definitely got squeezed off the 2, and then they.
And Bowman going to get by Priest and maybe Jones.
You got to keep your elbows up. You lose positions in this.
Chase Elliott up to 4th.
Dirty air like this, you can't get them back very hard.
That's back at 16th place.
And you got to do all you can do on these restarts to gain as much as you can, because as they get strung out, the amount of cars that you need to pass and the time that it takes to pass them just keeps going up as you run throughout the day, and the field spreads out. So when they're all packed up like that, you want to try to capitalize on as many spots as possible.
Side by side for 5th, side by side for 7th.
I hear you there, Kevin, but I think you need to take
Briscoe trying to continue the advance. He's got right behind Busher, who's also had to pit for tires, I think, and John Hunter Nemechek. 1, 2, 3.
Briscoe is doing. He restarted 14th. He
Or
is
Busher.
already up to 9th.
Yeah, and I was really worried about that.
Elliott to
19 car.
third.
Right front fender had damage, but it doesn't seem to have affected his car that much.
Nemechek inside of Busher. That's for 7th place. And Tyler Reddick coming back up, challenging for the top 10.
There you go, Mike. You finally said his name today. We haven't said it since we introduced him in the starting lineup. They just have a great knack right now of keeping themselves in the race, surviving the chaos, continuing to work on their car, and he'll be relevant when that thing is over, most likely.
Well, I'll tell you another name we haven't said all day. It's Chase Elliott in his number 9 car.
He's been up there. Well, he's been top 10.
Got through all these circumstances, and now we've got the clean air, and we can flex some muscle and see what we're made out of.
And Larry Chase just ran his fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, and he's doing something a little bit strange. I won't say strange, but compared to Heim and Suarez, who's running 1st and 2nd, Chase is using a ton of brake, a lot more than Heim and Suarez getting into 1 and 2, and he's using brake getting into 3, which Suarez and Heim is not using brake. But yeah, Chase using
Cuts to the inside, though, for 2nd.
Yeah, and sometimes that's just to set that nose clean.
And almost clear.
The front tires loaded up, and I don't know that you want to do that too long with the heat and everything, but definitely an option as you go here, because a lot of times these cars,
2nd.
You make the speed getting into the corner further, set the front end, and then drive on.
And that can go both ways. If you're loose into the corner, you can use brakes to keep the car loaded up with the chassis rather, driveline, and helps it not be so loose in.
Ty Gibbs, who just brought out the most recent caution, has just taken his car to the garage.
All right, Gibbs to the garage.
With Josh on the leader.
Well, guys, third start of the season for Corey Heim. Some strategy play to get up front, getting some valuable experience in terms of restarting on the front row. Got to do 2 of those, came over the radio, told the team, hey, guys, let me know where the guys are making speed behind me so I know where I need to run. But pretty cool. Of all the drivers in 2311, Michael Jordan is in his pit box right now during this race, and he called this car the best one he's had in his Cup starts, and he's making the most of it right now up front.
Well, Heim was last year's Truck Series champion. He has 25 wins in the Craftsman Truck Series, 5th all-time. This is his 3rd of 12 Cup Series starts that he will make this year. And
Okay, so he had led laps earlier, but now in his career in the Cup Series.
Find a spot, or he's going to find a different spot, and I mean he has the ability to go out there and do it.
Let me tell you something. They put this car in victory lane today. That Michael Jordan, if I were the driver, I'm coming to get him. If you have other plans, sorry. Keep the boat parked. We're going to the racetrack. We need you, buddy. He is a good luck charm. He shows up, they go to victory lane.
36 complete in stage 2, which will end at lap 165. Corey Heim, 2 seconds up on Chase Elliott, Daniel Suarez, and Brad Keselowski.
The number 67, by the way, has never won a Cup race. But now we see Elliott's closed down by a couple tenths. Herbst to the outside of Reddick. Well, Reddick was trying to get to his inside, so. Hamlin and Herbst now. Back in the field, Allmendinger getting by, I think, McDowell. There's Byron trying to work back to the field after his wreck. And there's Brian Priest as well. Hamlin by Reddick. Hamlin, obviously, Hamlin led laps earlier today. Blaney getting by McDowell now.
Aerial coverage brought to you by Goodyear. Legends aren't born.
Here's going by the lap Todd Gilliland.
145 laps to go. We are halfway through stage 2. Corey Heim leading Chase Elliott by 2 seconds. A little concern about Chase Briscoe, who was 9th but has faded now to 12th over the last couple of laps.
So the gap has not changed from first to second.
Great run off turn number 2 was slow down the back straightaway 2 laps ago. Now, the big question, who can make it to the end of this stage? Here's some radio from, I believe, Brad Keselowski.
The 47 is close to making it, but it's not as good as we are. The 67 is the one that for sure cannot make it.
Good to know.
Probably the 42 and 38 as well. Copy. Copy, copy.
And there's Briscoe slow again.
Yeah, we saw
Oh,
this
Briscoe
earlier.
back to 15th.
thought he had checked up off a turn 2, but you see it happening again right now. And we know that car has some right front damage from that pit stop accident, so it looks okay through turns 3 and 4. I just wonder if it keeps getting tight on the exit of turn 2 right here, Clay.
I think it's got a rubs. Like, I think the fenders on the tire, I don't see any Goodyear lettering on that right front. You see the damage. It's more than you think. Jamie?
Well, the team assessed that damage on the right front, and they determined it was okay. They didn't need to bring them in to fix anything, and the wheel was straight as well. However, to your point, Mike, about what's happening with the 19, he said, I am too loose. I'm just over-rotating and giving up spots.
Boy, Joe Gibbs Racing, at one point in this race, they had 4 cars in the top 5, and now they have 2 in the garage. Larry Mack?
Yeah, let's take a look at the top 5 on what this fuel situation is. Now, Chase Elliott, he pitted at lap 94. He's going to be good to go, so he's good. He's good. Let's talk about Keselowski, Daniel Suarez, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. They all pitted basically at lap 84. So what they're having to do, we've got 15 cautions. They're going to have to run 66 green laps plus those 15 cautions. That's why they're telling him maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 shy. The one I'm concerned about is Corey Heim, because he has not pitted since lap 70. We have had 23 cautions, but he's trying to run 72 green flag laps. That is a stretch when you add in those cautions as well.
Corey Heim and Zane Smith are the 2 cars that were last on pit road at lap 70. Would have a long way to go to try to make it to the end of stage 2.
See how wide this racetrack, as we
Sorry about that.
right on board with Allmendinger here on both ends, has just widened out so far. Actually have more widened out than what you can actually use in this car from the truck and O'Reilly race.
So we're finally calming things down, seeing some green flag runs, and now you see the 11 car marching back up to the front like we saw at the beginning of the race. Up 11 positions, Denny Hamlin.
William Byron, nice recovery from his spin back at lap 93.
And
among the biggest movers.
I don't think there's anybody that can beat Denny Hamlin if he gets back to the front. I think
Hamlin's in
Christopher
7th.
Bell and Ty Gibbs were about the only 2 cars that can probably hang with Denny Hamlin, but right now he's in a league of his own as far as lap time goes for the most part.
But
most every lap.
That's exactly what we've come to know about this track at Texas, though. I mean, it throws things for a loop, and when them cautions start coming out, here you're mired in traffic, we're getting squeezed, we're frustrated on the radio. That's how you beat a Denny Hamlin.
A couple of other drivers that were up front early. Carson Hocevar, who led 4 times for 35 laps back in 15. And Kyle Busch in 13th after running the first quarter of this race in the top 5. Hamlin Stenhouse for 6th place.
Elliott now 1.8 behind.
Just ahead, Suarez and Buescher for 4th.
Much like we saw in that first run, Suarez is having trouble on the long run again, but that sequence of all those stops and all that stuff getting crazy put him right back into the play. Got stage points, and now we're back up front, clean air.
And Suarez went to the back so fast in the first run, I thought he would never even be close to getting back into this race, but there he sits 4th. Just never know the twists and turns of what's going to happen today.
As he battles Chris Buescher, Todd Gilliland, who brought out the first caution at lap 69, the one that took Christopher Bell out of the
Wait, 1.4. The gap just
has been posted by NASCAR to pick up the pace.